All right, give me the 3, 2, 1.
Hello everyone, I'm Joe Soares here at BizBuzz headquarters.
Hello, this is Mark Leone, and welcome to BizBuzz here at the Comcast Studios in Milford, Mass. Along with co-host Joe Soares.
Hello everybody and welcome again to BizBuzz, where we are discovering local businesses. I'm your host Joe Soares. Thanks again for joining us, we appreciate it. My co-host, who's usually with me, is not here today, Mark Leone. So we'll miss Mark, but we have an excellent guest with us this evening. And someone who I think that if you haven't met yet or you don't know, you'll meet him tonight, and hopefully you'll get to know who he is and visit his store. Kurt Goding, Goding.
Yes.
From Crown Electric Supply in Milford. Hi, Kurt. How you doing?
How you doing, Joe? Very nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on the show. We appreciate it. Kurt, tell us a little bit about yourself, kind of your company, and people may not know where you're located.
The name of our company is Crown Electrical Supply. We are located at 41 Central Street, right here in the lovely town of Milford. And we supply electrical supplies to the public, to contractors, to builders, to just about anybody who wants to come into our store. We are a small to medium size electrical supply house and also a lighting showroom. So we provide pretty much anything that has to do with electricity you can come and get from our store down on Central Street.
See, that's interesting, because the first time I went into your store, I gotta admit, I've driven by many times, but until I actually went in there, I really didn't know what you offered to the public, and the fact that you had all those lighting fixtures in there. And but you've been there for quite some time, huh?
I have been. I've been there officially now for 10 years. It is, like I said, a family-owned business, and my wife is actually the owner of the business. And you know, she is at home now with the kids, so I've kind of taken over for her. But yeah, it looks like a small place from the outside, but when you get into the building, there are many nooks and crannies of the building, lower warehouses, upper warehouses, basements, left, right.
You know, that's interesting, because I remember when I was in there, you were kind of telling me a little bit about the history of the building, and it's an old building. I mean, it's an historic building, essentially.
It is.
Tell us a little bit about the history of the building. What used to be in there?
I believe the name of the building above our sign says Goldberg Block. I believe at one point it was an extension of, I think, the jewelry store. The Goldberg family was who owns Marshall's Jewelers, was the family that I believe built that building.
Okay.
And named that series of buildings after them.
Sure.
Before it was Crown Supply, it was Central Supply, which was more of a hardware type of store, which supplied all kinds of electrical supplies, but also wallpaper, paints, appliances. And since we've taken over, the Donahue family has taken over, we have changed it to strictly electrical supplies, lighting, and fire alarm.
Oh, you do the fire alarms as well?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
We do. We supply lighting gear, which is made up of panels, meter sockets, commercial, residential, and also fire alarm equipment.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So I'm a homeowner, right? And I want to. I need lights for my house. I can go to your store, right? What else can I find there again now?
You can find, let's say you're coming in as a homeowner.
Yep.
As a homeowner, you're going to come into our store, and basically you can buy everything that has to do with electricity. If you're looking to upgrade a service on your house and are have an electrician who's going to be doing the work, but maybe you want to buy the material, you as a homeowner can come in and buy all your material at wholesale prices. And also, you know, buy the panel, the wire, your plugs, your switches, everything that has to do. You're not only going to get your lights, but you can get everything from us. It's one-stop shopping all in the same place. When you come into the building and from the outside, it may look like it's just lighting, but in the back we have our contractor entrance, which we have guys that come in every single day and purchase all kinds of their electrical supplies. Correct.
Yeah.
Electrical contractors. We also deal with you know, a lot of fire alarm contractors, which come in and buy their fire alarm parts from us. We also deal with builders who come in and buy commodity items like pipe and wire, you know, for when they're putting new developments in, underground pipes and wire before the houses actually go up. So as a homeowner, you can buy just about everything.
Yeah.
You know, and it's exciting to us because we deal with a lot of the local builders, but we also make relationships with a lot of homeowners as well, and people feel comfortable coming into the store because they're going to get what they need and get a lot of information that they need as well.
Sure. So do you now? Would you say your competition is like a Lowe's or a Home Depot, or?
Yes, we do compete with Lowe's and Home Depot. There are also other supply houses, I won't mention their names, in town that are also our competition. But yes, we do compete with Lowe's and Home Depot.
But you're more of a specialization because it's just electrical stuff.
Correct. If you go into a Lowe's and a Home Depot, you're going to see, you know, 1 or 2 aisles of electrical supplies and lighting, where when you come into our store, it's more specific. We have a little bit more to choose from, and we just specialize in the electrical field, so you're going to get you know, a little bit better information, I think, and a little bit more specialized and you know, personal. You know, you're going to get that personal feel when you come in.
Sure, and I'm sure you can you can refer your customers to contractors if need be.
Correct.
If they're not working with some already potentially.
Correct. Yeah.
Now, how about like custom ordering? If I have a particular lighting fixture I have in mind, but maybe it might not be in your store. You have like a catalog you can kind of sift through and stuff like that?
We do. We have many catalogs. We, in our store, we carry over 100 different lighting lines. So when you come in, one of the first things that you might see is we have a whole library full of 3-ring binders with lighting books that have sometimes thousands of different lights inside them. So if you come into the store with an idea of what you're looking for, a picture of what you're looking for, or even just an idea of what you're looking for, chances are we can provide it by spending some time with you and going through the books and being able to provide you with exactly what you need.
That's neat.
Yeah.
So growing up now, did you grow up around here, Kurt?
I did not. I grew up in Rhode Island. Cranston, Rhode Island. I grew up with you know, my mom and dad and my brother in Cranston, and went to school there. Went on to college at Rhode Island College, where I got a degree actually in something that doesn't even pertain to the business that I'm in right now, which a lot of people do.
What was that?
I have a Bachelor of Science degree in Health and Physical Education from Rhode Island College.
Okay.
So when I first got out of school, I actually, my first job out of school was teaching. I taught health and physical education to elementary school kids, actually, and I also coached a couple of sports, tennis and golf.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. So, and that was a lot of fun. I go to school all day.
Play tennis and golf all
absolutely,
day, right?
And get paid for it on top of it all. So I go to school all day and teach, which was a lot of fun because I was, you know, teaching gym class and health classes. Wow. And then after school, I'd go out with the kids and play golf and tennis. And then I found myself, when that was over, coming back to my wife's family business and spending time with them because they needed the help in the store.
Sure.
And so on nights, weekends, school vacations, summer times, I found myself, you know, spending a lot of time in the business, which is what made us, you know, made myself think about making the move to the business full time. So,
sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, you know, so that's a big difference in going from being a teacher to work in a small business.
Not really.
What was the biggest change? I think maybe you kind of went through personally to get used to that.
The biggest change was probably, you know, the amount of work that you do in a small business.
Wearing all the different hats,
the
right?
amount of time that you have to spend to keep it running. Exactly. The hats the different hats that you wear, especially as a small business. We have, we stay lean in there. We don't have a lot of employees, so if a truck needs to be unloaded, I'm there to unload the truck. If customers come into the showroom, I'm there to help the customers in the showroom. If our driver is out for the day and someone needs stock out on a job, I hop in the van and go deliver the supplies as well. So that was the one thing that I found was difficult, was wearing all those different hats and making the adjustment when needed to be able to fill as many shoes as I possibly could.
I can imagine, Kurt. Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
What do you like most about working there? Would you say?
I would have to say I really like the relationships that I formed with not only the people that I work with, but also the people that come in on a daily basis. Our business is the type of business that we get a lot of repeat customers. So there's some customers that I see every day, and I look forward to seeing them every day, and I look forward to providing them with the good service that we provide.
Sure.
And also I look forward to just talking with them on a regular routine and being able to see their business grow and help their business grow as a businessman myself. So.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Relationships are so key.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Now you were talking before the show. I see you got a nice little tan going there.
Yeah.
What's you talked about this? You kind of got a vacation getaway in Rhode Island, huh?
We do.
Tell us about that.
My wife Lynn and I, we own a vacation home down in Rhode Island, and that's actually where we met. It's in Matunic, Rhode Island, Roy Carpenter's Beach. And,
see, that's a name you don't really hear a lot of.
No.
Matunic, Rhode Island.
No,
yeah.
Matunic, Rhode Island. It's a little hidden treasure, actually, and it's a small private beach. We have a very small cottage that we own, which is right on the beach, and we spend all of our summers there. I obviously come back to Milford to work during the week, but I'm down there every weekend. And my wife and my two kids, I have two boys, and they spend the whole summer down there.
And how old are they now?
They're 6 and 2.
Okay.
Yeah, Brody is my oldest son, he's 6, and Rex is my youngest son, he's 2. And they have a ball down there. They have a lot of, my family's down there, Lynn's family's down there. That's actually where we met.
Oh, okay.
So they have a lot of friends and family down there that they get to spend time with, and it really is a little hidden treasure. And every chance I get, we spend time there during the summer, and just have a ball.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
That's important. Recharge the batteries.
Absolutely.
A little R&R.
Everybody, this time of year is vacation time of year, and everybody asks, "Oh, Kurt, when are you taking your vacation?" Well, we like to get away in the winter, out of the cold weather and the snow and everything that we have to deal with around here, the elements. So I always tell people that my weekends are my vacation. During the summer, it's almost like I have a vacation every week because I get away and go down and spend, good quality time on the beach with my family, and it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah.
So now you're talking about going back to Crown Supply here. You offer these different products. Now, if I'm a homeowner going back again here, I walk into your store. What type of service can I expect? Because I might not know. A lot of homeowners might not know exactly what they're looking for. Or what they need.
Right.
Do you kind of have like a certain process in place that you kind of go through with them?
Well, when as a homeowner, again, going back to that, when you come into the store, obviously we're going to approach you as, as a customer and as somebody that is interested in our store, and we're very appreciative and glad that you found us and have come in to do business with us.
Sure.
And we provide service, I think, second to none. When you come in our store, you're going to be treated basically, like a king or a queen. And you're going to come in and, we're going to hold you by the hand. If you don't have any idea what you're looking for, we can guide you through a lot of the books to be able to and ask you certain questions to know exactly what you're looking for. It can be
overwhelming, especially when you're looking at all the different types of fixtures you can get.
Sure.
And that whole process that may be foreign to a lot of people.
It can be.
Maybe in the new homeowners too. Also wondering, is there anything kind of goes on behind the scenes that maybe we don't know about?
There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes at Crown.